Hello everybody, this is Lateriser here and welcome to my Gameweek 36 team selection video. Quite a lot of information has come through in the last 1 hour in terms of press conferences. And primarily, a certain Erling Haaland is ready, says Pep Guardiola, and he's going to make a decision on whether he's going to start tomorrow. Which means that when it comes to my transfers, I'm not at all certain what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but I'll talk to you guys about my options, etc., what my thoughts are with certain games. And in general, with this video, I hope to provide you with information. Uh, hope to provide you with information that might be helpful for you guys. In case there's a slight audio issue, if at all, apologies in advance. I'm using an old mic. The Shure is gone for fixing, and I'm hoping to get it back by the time next pod is here. If not, in a week's time, I should get the mic. All right, so let's get into the swing of things. What happened in game week 35? I got 52 points. I moved from 330k to 300k, not much to write about. I saved a transfer. I didn't do the Saka to Boomer move that everybody did. Boomer got 3 points in a 4-3 win against United. Not much to lose. Saka still had a fair few chances, and Sar had a fair few chances, which kind of irritated me because both of them did well. Sar had 1 plus XGI, if I'm not mistaken, and Saka had also 0.7 XGI. In the last 2 games in the league, he's got a combined 2 XGI plus. Even in the PSG game midweek, he had like 1.75 XGI. So the underlying numbers and the chances for him have been really, really good. So I'm inclined to not sell him in the near future. Ruben came in with a 7-pointer, but I'm scared of Guardiola. Pep Guardiola spoke about Guardiola playing as a left back again, and he's tempted to use O'Reilly in midfield because Akanji is back. Guardiola playing as left back scares me. I think you Guardiola owners are getting a goal. So feel good about that. De Bruyne, captain, coming through with a clutch 22-pointer. Isak coming through. Nobody else did much. But not many people had a great week. So I'm okay with a 300k rank at the moment. And at this point, we have nothing much to lose. Have some fun, take a few points, and see where we land towards the end of the season. All right, now team news. This is, in my opinion, 4 important bits of team news that has come in yesterday and today. Yuri Tillemans was said to be missing a fair chunk of the remainder of the season, but it looks like it's a very small injury and he could still be fit for game week 37, which is the important game week for me from a triple captaincy point of view, because I'm looking at that week from a triple captaincy point of view, because I like Watkins against the Spurs team that's playing on the Friday 4 days before the Europa final, which is going to be United versus Spurs. That's going to be fun. Arnie Slot. So basically, why? Because Tillemans has been really, really important for Aston Villa, and him not playing the next game against Spurs makes me doubt the triple captaincy shot for Watkins. But I like the idea of Watkins against Spurs. Arnie Slot said that Bradley will start. A lot of us who wildcard in 31 have Bradley and have him as a dud spot, but now he's confirmed to start against Arsenal at home, which means that we could start him this week instead of our Arsenal defender, because he's got some attacking potential as well and he's playing at home. Crystal Palace, important news is Glasner said that Adam Wharton is ruled out for Game Week 36, and it's pretty important because Wharton is an important cog in that Palace midfield and he makes Palace a much better team. So if you're looking to sell your Matetas and Sars of the world, this news should give you more confidence than it would have otherwise to sell them. That's it. Selling any players before Spurs doesn't fill me with confidence, but this is an important bit of information. And the most important bit of information is Pep Guardiola said he's ready, he's fit. We'll decide tomorrow if he can start. So if at all I'm getting Haaland, there needs to be a plan, and it's going to be league dependent. I'm going to wait for news tomorrow, see if the leaks come out, and then see what I want to do. But we'll see what the plan is. Even if he starts, will he play 90 minutes? No, I'm expecting 60, 70 minutes against Southampton. That could be enough for the captaincy in a week where people are doing different things. People are looking at Boomer or Vissa. Both got a double digit in their inverse game against Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town, though, have Tuanzebe and Ben Johnson back fit. That doesn't mean much, but that's just a bit of news that's important for you guys. And that's where we are. Well, I'm just going through some numbers. I'm going to keep this snappy again because this is recorded on the Friday evening. Projected goals, shout out to Solio Analytics. You should be following them if you aren't already, and Rob T for giving the odds. These are sorted by combined goals scored in the next 3 game weeks from top to bottom. City are top. Erling Haaland, if you want to go there, could be interesting. And City are still in the race for fourth, so even if they have the final between Southampton and Bournemouth, they're going to be playing the next 3 games, which is decent. You could have Haaland as a differential in the next 3 games. If you're bringing him in, it needs to be coming tomorrow. If you get news that he's out, and then you captain him, roll the dice if you're chasing. This is an opportunity for chasers, if at all. And it's a shot, right? I mean, we have no clue. It's a shot in the dark. We don't know how fit, sharp, etc. he is, but he's Erling Haaland. Liverpool are up there as well, and Arsenal are up there as well. So I currently own De Bruyne, Salah, and Saka. I might not be owning all tomorrow, but it feels nice. The important thing is Ollie Watkins' game against Spurs at home is 2.4. If you notice, it's the highest goals projected in Gameweek 37, the 2.4 that Ollie Watkins has against Spurs. So that's why I'm eyeing this up. Cole Palmer 2.2, also very, very interesting. There are some very interesting differentials that have cropped up. So opportunities in Gameweek 37 are City, Aston Villa against Spurs, Chelsea against United, Brentford against Fulham. Fulham have Lukic out, which is pretty significant as well. And then Everton have Southampton at home. Brentford everybody owns Brentford players. I don't own Brentford players, and I'm finding it difficult to sell Spurs players, but they have 1.7 projected goals versus 2.2 for Brentford. But are Brentford the best captaincy option? If you're captaining Haaland or Marmoush or De Bruyne based on team leaks and team news, do you need to get in a Brentford player? Yes, because they're sixth best until the end of the season. Fulham at home, Wolves away, good fixtures until the end of the season, just great assets, and playing good attacking football and scoring for fun. Forest, if you want to punt, Wood against Leicester at home is a good zag option if you want to punt. These are the opportunities that we have at the end of the season. In Game Week 38, we'll want Salah against Palace at home. There's Saka against Southampton at home. And there's your Bournemouth game. And Chelsea have Forest away, which is pretty decent. Newcastle have Everton at home, which is decent. So these are the opportunities towards the end of the season in terms of projected goals that we just need to pay attention to. The ones that I really like, City versus Southampton away, Brentford versus Ipswich, Brentford versus Fulham, I like Wood versus Leicester, I like Arsenal versus Southampton away. I really like Arsenal versus Southampton away. I just want to take a moment to talk about Bukayo Saka. He's been playing very central. I think Martinelli's form on the left is pretty decent. I think he looks sharp. He's beating his man and putting the ball in the center of the box a lot of times. And because either Trossard or Merino are playing center forward, they're not natural center forwards. So they tend to do a little bit of a false 90 work. They tend to go drift into areas, etc. Saka's finding himself in the center of the box a lot. He's getting a huge chunk of big chances. I just want to keep him as a differential until the end of the season. I might have to make a call on whether I want to hold Saka or Salah if I want to get Haaland in. At the moment, I'm leaning towards just going differential with Saka. That's where we are. Just a little bit of quick analysis. Top projected scorers, and this was before the news that Pep told us that he's fit, but Haaland up there, then Marmoush. Wood is higher than Vissa. That's something, a lot of people are getting Vissa in. It's not a bad thing to get in Wood, and if you look at Forest and Brentford, not much with them. Projected goals until the end of the season. And he's on penalties as well, right? Isak is up there, Bumo, Salah, De Bruyne. So as a captaincy, I like City, I like the Brentford guys, and I like Wood as captaincy options. That's where we are. I just wanted to take a moment to do the clean sheet odds because everybody's owning a City defender. Play them. People have a debate between starting a Newcastle defender like Livramento, an Arsenal defender, and a lot of us own Bradley as well. So Bradley's got 27% clean sheet odds. Arsenal defender have 19% clean sheet odds. And Newcastle defenders have 22% clean sheet odds. So maybe play your Newcastle defenders ahead of your Arsenal defenders. And Bradley looks like a good play at 27% clean sheet odds at home, and he's got some decent attacking impetus as well. So this is where I am with my team. I've got 2 free transfers, 0 money in the bank. Until the Haaland news was out, I was thinking, based on leaks, I will either do De Bruyne to Bumo if De Bruyne is not playing, or Mateta or Marmoush to Vissa, or save and go in with 3 free transfers next week. But the Wharton news has made me likely to sell Mateta for Vissa or Wood if Haaland doesn't start. If Haaland starts, I can do something like Salah and Marmoush to Sade and Haaland. Or I can do Salah, Marmoush and Isak to Haaland, Vissa and Bumo for a -4. These are my options as things stand. What are the clean sheet odds for Munoz versus Livramento? Okay, Palace is not on here at the moment, so I'll look at that later. This is a decision. I'm starting Bradley, I think. It's just between Livermento and Munoz who I need to start. My captain will be whichever City attacker is leaked to start tomorrow. That's where I am. Or if I get a Brentford attacker. It just depends on how the news shapes up. If Haaland doesn't start tomorrow, then I am looking at maybe Mateta. I want to play Sarr because I think he'll do well with his pace against that Spurs setup, which is open. That's why I like Watkins in Gameweek 37 as well. But it's just difficult. Even Mateta to Vissa or Wood. It's tough to sell Mateta, but he's been getting 55, 60, 65 minutes, and Watt's not playing, so just have to roll the dice sometimes. If not, will I get in Haaland? That's the temptation. And we got this news in half an hour ago. This is what I processed. If you guys have suggestions for moves, I have 0 money in the bank and 2 free transfers. Let me know your suggestions. And thank you to Fantasy Football Scout for giving us all the updates. And thank you to Sleeper for supporting us throughout the season. Don't forget to select your teams. And good luck this week, guys.